Not every city in the greater Denver area is booming, some are actually losing value, and if you're buying or investing, these are the spots you need to watch out for. From the big three cities to sought-after suburbs, we're going to go over the stats where you can get the biggest bang for your buck if you're looking to buy. What is up? I am Ian Jimeno, local realtor here in Denver, and I'm seeing some homes fly off the shelves and some homes, well, gather cobwebs. And those homes that are sitting on the market for a longer period of time tend to have a more motivated seller. So in this video, of course, we're going to be going over the purchase price and days on market for each area, but we're also looking at some of my favorite stats, including the closed price to list price ratio. That ratio answers, was the offer lower than the list price, and if so, by how much? And to set the stage, we have some stats going into the Denver Metro Association of Realtors for the end of June 2025. The median close price has increased from $600,000 to $610,000. Transactions are down about 9.6%. Months of inventory have increased by almost 40%. And with that, new listings have decreased significantly by 18%. Okay, just from these stats alone, I'm convinced that it's a buyer's market, but I'm curious to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments below if you think it's a buyer's market right now, or if you think that it's too early to tell. And now it's on to the good stuff. Let's start with the major city of the metro, the Mile High City, Denver, and the stats for specifically the city and not the full 11 counties of the greater Denver area. So starting in June of 2024, we had a median home price of about $615,000, and there was a dip in prices around January in 2025 at its lowest point at $565,000. Then it hovers around the current median home price of $625,000. So comparing June 2025 to June 2024, there was a slight increase of 1.6% year over year during that time. And regarding to that ratio that I really like to look at, the closed price to list price ratio, right now we're hovering about 99%, which means that some offers are coming in about 1% less than what the listing price is. I really like this chart because it also shows us what the offers looked like back when interest rates were in the 2s and the 3s compared to where we are right now, where it's hovering around 7% in 2025. I mean, look at the closed price to list price ratio in April of 2022. The offers were going in 6.1% over asking price. And it's such a sizable difference between what we were seeing then and what we are currently seeing now. And I saw these interesting stats on redfin.com that you might find worthy of your attention. So those two items that I think you should keep your eyes on here, and you can find this on redfin.com, the percentage of homes sold above list price and the percentage of homes with price drops. So with those two statistics that I just mentioned, we're going to go over them in the different areas all around the greater Denver area. So for Denver specifically, the percentage of homes sold above list price is down almost 7 points at 23.7%. And about 45% of homes in Denver have had price drops, about the same as June of 2024. Now let's move on to the east side of the Denver metro area. We're looking at specifically Aurora, and we're seeing some steady growth from June of 2024 onward until the beginning of 2025. However, there have been some crazy fluctuations between June of 2024 and June 2025 within the Aurora median home sales, where you're looking at 491,000 in June of 2024 and now 474,000 in June of 2025. So within the big three cities of the greater Denver area, which is Aurora, Denver, and Lakewood, and I'll be going over Lakewood later in this video, Aurora is the only area with a price reduction, and let's possibly dig into why that is the case. Well, a lot of uncertainty and a lot of bad press has happened in Aurora in recent months. So remember the Venezuelan gangs in Colorado that hit the headlines earlier this year? Well, they were mainly occupying the northern Aurora and Colfax neighborhoods, and the community was talking about it, the senators were talking about it, Trump was talking about it. The whole fiasco was just a mess. And I'm not attributing the decline in home prices to solely just that, but it seems like there's some strong correlation there. And it's a shame that the entire area of Aurora is getting all this bad press because there are some nice neighborhoods in Aurora. So for example, the communities of Tollgate Crossing and Talon's Reach are very attractive for those who are looking for newer builds and want easy access to the Aurora Reservoir. And there are a ton of new developments that are happening in Aurora just east of the 470. If you look just on the north side, maybe just south of DIA, there's a lot of new developments that are happening going on eastward towards like Kansas. All right, so going back to the stats, the closed price to list price ratio hasn't changed much over the past 180 days. RE Colorado, which is the local MLS or the major local MLS here in the greater Denver area, says a closed price to list price ratio of 100% in Aurora, meaning that offers are coming in right at the list price. Of course, the closed price to list price ratio is all general here, right? It will depend on the home, the local area, the community, and all that good stuff, but in general, it's about 100% for the full area of Aurora. And lastly, 27.3% of homes in Aurora were sold above the list price, down 6 points year over year. And 42.5% of homes have seen a price drop, down 2.9 points year over year.
Real quick, before we continue, if you're thinking about moving to the Denver area, I have a 100% free relocation guide. Here, this QR code is right here, will take you right to it. Like I said, it's 100% free. It takes you to the biggest employers, the hospitals nearby, and also some of my favorite food places, and it gives you a good introduction to the Denver area. Make sure you go check that out. Like I said, it's 100% free, and I want to make sure you're making the right decision in where you want to go and also how you want to go about it. So if anything, you can also hit me up. All my contact information is down below in the description. Yeah, like I said, all free, lots of good stuff right there. Make sure you go check it out.
On the west side of Denver is Lakewood, and it has some stats worth noting, honestly. Lakewood has seen a 1.7% growth year over year with some small dips over the winter of 2025. And right now, the median home price is about $610,000. And at first, these stats don't seem super scary or super crazy here until you get to the percent of homes sold above list price and percent of homes with the price drops. All right, so check this out. Lakewood homes generally get an offer at 99.3% of the list price, meaning that buyers are putting in offers lower than asking price. The number of homes sold above list price went down 14.5 points to 24.2%. And the number of homes with price drops increased by 1.5 points to 50.5%. So of the cities that we have mentioned already, Denver, Aurora, and Lakewood, it sounds pretty attractive to the potential buyer looking to buy to keep looking in Lakewood. And of course, like Denver, like Aurora, Lakewood is vast, and depending on where you look specifically, and the further you go west towards the mountains, in general, you can see more of a price increase, more desirability, because people want to be closer to the mountains, and plus you can get those sweet mountain views the closer you are to the mountains. Next on the list is Centennial, a popular suburb of Denver known for its excellent schools, community amenities, and easy access to Denver. Centennial's home prices have increased 5.5% to $685,000 year over year. And 5.5% is no joke, which comes to show that the right home in the right neighborhood will get considerable offers. And those homes that aren't updated or are in a not optimal location, they're going to be sitting on the market for at least a couple of weeks in this market. The closed price to list price ratio is at 99.1%, and it coincides with what we're seeing regarding the percentage of homes sold above list price and the percentage of homes with price reductions. So 28.8% of homes were sold above list price in June of 2025, down 1.9 points year over year. And of the places that we've listed so far, Centennial has the highest percentage of homes with a price drop. So 56.4% of homes have had their prices dropped before going under contract. And I'm interested to see where the July 2025 numbers head as they come up. Going on to the north side of Denver, Arvada is another sought after city, especially with Old Town Arvada. It's always popular with boutique shops and even a Costco right off the 70 freeway. And with the 70 interstate right there, just on the south side of Arvada, it's very attractive for people to get access to downtown Denver and also the mountains. Yeah, it's all right there. The median home price of homes in Arvada fell 3% year over year to a current price of $635,000. The close price to list price ratio is at 99.3%, and additionally 24.6% of homes were sold above list price, down 12.4 points year over year. In regards to homes with price drops, 50.1% of homes in Arvada have had a price reduction, which is up 2.9 points year over year. And let me know if this is a lot of numbers for you. I know I'm throwing a lot of stats out there, but for those of you that do love the numbers and do want to make sure that you're making a solid investment or a solid purchase within the greater Denver area, I'm here to help. All my contact information is down below in the description. Please hit me up, text me, call me. I can be reached by almost any means. So all my contact information is down below.
Hey y'all, real quick, as much as I love making these videos, there's only one thing I love more, and it is making sure that you're moving to the right neighborhoods and you're making the correct move over to the Denver area. And I love helping out families. I've helped countless families move over to the Denver area, and I want to make sure that you're making the right move as well. So if you're ever curious and want to hit me up, all my contact information is down below in the description, just right there, maybe like a couple inches down. Make sure that you hit me up. You can set up a Zoom call with me. You can text me. You can even call me if you want to reach me. So looking forward to it. I want to make sure that you're making the right move.
Okay, next on the list, going back to the southwest corner of the metro Denver area is Littleton. It's like Suburbia 101 with easy access to the mountains without a huge amount of traffic. It's a hop, skip, and a jump to the Red Rocks venue, ever popular, nationwide popular, and you're also in the Douglas County area, which has one of the best school districts in the state. So what does the real estate market have to say about it? Well, median home prices have stayed pretty steady at about $621,000 from June 2025 to June 2024. So the close price to list price ratio is 99.5%. 29.2% of homes in Littleton were sold above list price, a decrease of 1.8 points year over year. And 45.8% of homes have had price drops in Littleton, a 6.7 decrease year over year. So it looks like Littleton is still pretty competitive in this market, especially compared to the areas and cities that we discussed earlier in this video. So just on these stats alone, Centennial looks like a solid spot for buyers to look, invest, and buy. But of course, I mention this pretty frequently throughout the video. The offer you write must reflect on the area that it's in, the condition of the home, the purchasing power, and of course, your goals. But personally, with all the new developments that I'm seeing, I believe I made a YouTube video on the big developments that are happening within the greater Denver area, and Centennial and Denver Tech Center are included in that list. Make sure you go check it out, especially right after this video. So if there are any other towns or cities that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments below. I am here to help, and I have a lot of information to impart on y'all. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for also watching all the way through to this video. It definitely helps me out. And make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're not missing any other videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.